G'day legends, and welcome to our first edition of Rip and Collect Box Breaks.
First
reviews.
little NFT that too.
Yeah, little NFT. Here we go. So for those that are watching on YouTube, what we are going to start doing, guys, is we're going to start revealing and reviewing some products. Along the way, we'll try our best to keep it as entertaining as we can, as well as provide a little bit of education behind it as well. But yeah, so we're pretty much just going to explain, go on the fly at the moment, and see what we can find. Anything else you want to add, bro?
No, bro, I want to see these cards.
Want to see these cards? So let's flip to the breaking screen, and we'll see what we've got for today's debut review. See what I did there? The old debut review. And we've got an NBA Hoops Blaster. This has been sitting in my cupboard for a while. I didn't actually realise that it was there until my missus actually pointed it out. So I thought, why not use it for a review?
Now doing the old perso.
That's it. Why not do the old perso? We'll sell the cards in the shop. We are on the Gold Coast for anybody that's watching. If you guys are into some cards or want to collect some cards, come down to the shop. We're at 52 New Heath Drive, Arundel. And we'll be able to help you out there. We've got sealed product, we've got singles in store, merchandise, memorabilia, and got it all. A basketball court. So, reason why I'm putting on gloves to practice my breaking skills in them. But again, another. I think that one might be inside out, but fuck it. A reason why that we want to preserve cards and open cards as careful as we can is because if you hit something big and it's worth a bit of money, if the card comes out damaged, it won't be worth as much money. Will it, Blakey?
No, mate. Corners, edges, everything. It's a big component when it comes to grading.
And Blakey, why is it important why do people want to grade cards?
Couple reasons, personal reasons. They like the slab,
yep.
And also it brings value to the card. So if you hit a 10 PSA, you're looking at a bit of money.
Yeah. Did you want to run out and grab a graded slab card?
One PSA, BGS.
Grab one of each.
Oh yeah, okay.
All right.
Lulu out, eh?
Oh, why not? Little flex. So. For anybody that is a beginner, you will be watching this if you are a bit of a beginner. Now, so pretty much you've got different sports, different products to choose from. The more expensive products, the cards in those are valued a lot higher. Potentially, you can still hit something big out of these smaller packs. Now, this is probably it's got dropped down to about a $60, $70 blaster box. They were selling as much as $130. These are the NBA Hoops 2021. There's 8 cards per pack, 1 auto or memorabilia per box.
I hope we hit the auto, to be honest.
Be cool to hit an auto. We've seen a few pulled in stores. Oh, he's brought out his.
Of course, I brought my favourite card.
So he's just got a new card in the PC, and it is a PSA 10 Tiger Woods rookie.
Second year, actually.
Oh, second year. Okay. There you go. Get that off the light.
2 of onesies rookie card year.
So what this is, guys, is this is a graded card slab. Get that highlighted again. So graded card slab. Now, what you do is every card that we pull out obviously doesn't look like this. Now, PSA are a company that authenticates the cards, and they rate the cards pretty much out of 10 depending on the condition. Obviously, there's short print numberings that also come into play with values, but as well as a condition of a card is one of the biggest things when it comes to grading. The cards aren't worth, so what's a raw card's about a PSA 6?
About 6, 7.
6 or a 7, and then they only go up from there. The rarer the card, almost the less PSA 10s or BGS 10s there are out there. But that is a little bit on slabs. If you guys have any more questions, drop them down in the comments section and we'll cover them in the next one. So that is PSA. They've been around for a minute and a half. And then there is also the company BGS, Beckett Grading Services. Once we get that, it's all good. It's just the lighting. So BGS are another company that've been absolutely flooded with submissions. So I think they've pulled off a little bit. So these are going to be even rarer. But as you can see, these guys actually grade the centering, and they so do PSA, but PSA don't actually show where the flaws or where the
Those subgrades, they don't give you the subgrades, so you don't
Exactly.
see where you went wrong in the grade.
Now this card here as well, this is a special card to us, not only because it's a Luca rookie, but it's also numbered 210. We were lucky enough to pull this one in a break. And what a break is pretty much, so this box in itself costed, I think, it would have been about $1,000, for example. Pretty much what a breaker does is they split that amount of the box, and rather than paying full price for the whole box, you pay for a team. Obviously, you're not guaranteed anything out of these packs and these box breaks. However, you have the potential to land a good team, which could eventually get you a good card. We were lucky enough to pull the Dallas Mavericks in 1890. I think it was a multi-year break. There was a few boxes in it. We paid about $80 for the spot.
Yep.
That was when it was booming at the time, and managed to pull this one. So one of our grails at the shop, one of many. But those are slab cards, guys. And yeah, we're about to show you what raw cards look like. So once again, NBA Hoops 2021. This is just the blaster box. You have blaster boxes, which are the cheaper end of the product line. They go up to, below that is the hangers. And then above that is the mega boxes.
Just trying to
Hold my hand. And beyond. So hobby boxes are usually the highest end. Sorry, camera's wanting to focus on Jar Jar there, so we'll hide him. Alrighty, so this is what the look of the NBA Hoops cards look like. The higher end the box, the less cards there are, but the more variants they have in them. So there's a Spicy P, Pascal Siakam, Malik Beasley, Mitchell Robinson for the New York Knicks. Upside down, if you're lucky, you might get a couple of upside down cards. Anthony Simons, Miles Bridges. Arriving now, Denny Avdija, Deja for the Washington Wizards. So each pack could potentially come with inserts like these ones. This is an insert of Arriving Now. These cards here that you saw previously are called base cards. The reason they're called base cards is because they fill up the packs and you can collect sets of them. They aren't necessarily always worth the most money. However, with the higher end products, you can still hit big with really good potential players. Now, up next, the last two cards of these NBA Hoops, you actually have rookies. And how you establish what a rookie is, so is Arriving Nows. So again, looking for the wording, but Arriving Now means that the rookie is arriving. Cassius Stanley's our first one, but what you're looking for here is the little RC up the top right-hand corner. Not for rip and collect. That is for rookie card. That is on most products, especially Paninis. And we're going to finish on Jameis Ramsey. So again, I won't necessarily spend that much time on each pack.
I thought it was Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah, that would have been cool. In different years of products, there are certain rookies that are hot and that you are looking for. There's our poster boy, Ja Morant. And we'll skip through. So we've got a Michael Porter Jr. to cover up our first blue variant. So again, as you can see down here, we've got a lot of silver. Now behind here, you've got a little bit of blue. So we're going to flip that upside down. Reveal from the top. It's going to be for the New York Knicks, and I believe it might be. It's not going to be rookie because we would have seen the RC up the top right, but it is going to be Frank Ntilikina. And the reason why that is blue is because they are rarer than those base cards in the packs. Back to our last two rookies. Precious Achoa and Kira Lewis Jr. Now, Blakey, why is it important to sleeve some of the cards? And what is a sleeve? What's a top loader?
Well, it's used to preserve the card.
Yep.
So if we pull that card out raw and just chuck it in a box or something like that, your grade's not going to be too good.
Yeah, it could get damaged in the box.
100%. So what you want to do is you want to sleeve up all your rookies and also top load them. Pretty much what I've just done there.
So a top loader here. So Blakey's just sleeved it to preserve it, and then he's also put it in a top loader to prevent it from getting damaged, to get it prevent it from collecting dust, and it's not the most secure way to do it because there can still be a little bit of dust that gets in there, but it is one of the ways to preserve your cards. The next ones up are a one-touch, which we don't have, but a one-touch is the safest way, other than a slab, to preserve the card. The one-touch slab case, we'll show that on the next video.
And just noting on the one touch, I've started putting sleeves on top of the cards before putting the case of the one touch on.
Why's that?
Just to keep the surface clear as well, because I don't want plastic touching the surface of it directly.
Yeah.
So if there's a sleeve in between, there's extra protection, which is absolutely necessary. Keeping those surface grades high.
We're going to speed break through these ones. Back to our last three. So we get some better focus on that one. Can you help us out here? There he is, the old Cam Johnson. We're gonna flip it around, and flip too early. But it looks like we're going to have a frequent flyers here of AD. Ooh. There you go. So another sick little insert. As you can tell, it looks completely different from the base cards. You can also get these in foiled different versions. You can get these numbered. Hopefully we can pull a numbered card so I can show you guys what that is. Back to our last two rookies. Oh, thought that might have been an Edwards and a Tyrell Terry. As you can see, they come out in quite good condition. So if you aren't careful with them and you do end up dropping them, whatever it might be, you can potentially damage it like that.
Oh.
Sorry, Cam Johnson.
Oh.
But you can potentially damage it, and then it isn't worth. It is very easy to damage some of these cheaper cards. So that is the reason why you want to preserve some of them. Once they're damaged, it's pretty much.
It's a fire starter.
Oh yeah.
That will be coming home with me tonight.
Use that one as toilet paper.
That's a bit rough. I'd hurt.
It would be rough.
Yeah, it would bloody hurt me.
Now, I'll show you guys on the next pack opening how to open the cards correctly. Some packets are different, but I'll give you the general consensus of it all anyway. Simmons, TJ Warren, Cody Zeller, Larry Spacey, all these ones upside down. It's going to keep upright for our second blue variant.
For the Suns.
For the Suns, Kelly Oubre Jr., no longer at the Suns. RJ Hampton, former New Zealand player. Well, not New Zealand, but we've got a Hornets, and the Hornets that we are chasing, the rookie that we are chasing in this 2021 product, Rookie of the Year, is LaMelo Ball, and it's going to be Nick Richards instead. There you go. So you can always tell from the colouring of the outside of the borders, especially on these cards, what team that they could potentially be from. Last year you had teams like you had players like Zion Williamson, you had Ja Morant, so any Memphis colours or any Pelicans colours, you're on the edge of your seat hoping that you've got them in a box break. That was a lot of fun last year.
It really was, wasn't it?
Marc Gasol, Russ Westbrook, D'Lo Russell. All right, we've got another little insert back here behind Donovan Mitchell. Might be your Bucks boy. It is going to be Big G. How are they going?
Annihilating the Hawks.
Oh, I hope that comes back to bite you in the ass in the long run.
Don't say that.
Kenyon Martin Jr. and Elijah Hughes.
You know I'm a big fan, mate. You know.
And again, these are the cheaper end of the NBA products. These cards. Now, in some of these packs, I don't think we have an auto. Now, in some of these packs, you can sometimes tell whether there's a fatter card, which means there's some sort of memorabilia, redemption, or could just be a blank.
I see a fatty there.
A blank is something like this, where they do to preserve certain cards, just to make sure that it doesn't get damaged in the pack. A lot of older products have it, not necessarily the newer stuff. But as you guys can tell from the bottom there, if you look closely, it is a little bit fatter than the rest of them. So we'll put my theory to use, but there should be some memorabilia in that, so we'll leave that one for last.
Just want to touch on the old spaces as well. These are put in to counter people weighing packs as well. So, you know, you can get packs, weigh them up.
So as I just mentioned then, sometimes they're thicker, sometimes they're fatter. And yeah, as Blakey just let us know then, that it's also used to stop people from doing that. So yeah, they're catching on to it, which is probably a good thing.
It's a very good thing.
Makes it fair amongst everybody else, especially when you're picking packs. Alrighty, forgot to show you guys then as well. Another blue variant. So it looks like it's either an insert or variants, and it is going to be a blue rookie for the New York Knicks. Hopefully it's going to be our man Obi Toppin. It's going to be Emmanuel Quickly, so we'll take that. Nice little blue variant. Jaden McDaniels almost had a T-Wolves Hornets combo at the back. As mentioned before, we are looking for LaMelo Ball, and it's again going to be the other rookie from the Hornets, Vernon Carey Jr.
Saving it for the auto.
He's calling it. Memorable LaMelo fucking patch would be sick.
Patch auto.
That's cool.
Imagine.
So if you do want some more expensive product, obviously that's when the box break side of things come into it a little bit more for you guys. That's when you can win some really big cards at a low fraction of the cost. It is a bit of a gamble, but it is also a lot of fun as well. That's how we pulled that Luka Doncic to 10. Oh, nice. So in this product here, guys, these are the base cards. They also come with what are called Slam cards. Now, the Slam is a basketball magazine. It's been around for a long time now, and the Panini have actually managed to be able to put Slam on some of their cards. So it's a miniature version, Big Mellow, a miniature version of the magazine covers. So really cool little, a cool technique that they've used this year. And there's also variants of those, hollow variants, there's explosion variants, and all the rest. Zeke Naj and James Wiseman.
Good rookie.
Again, injured in the back end of his rookie year, but he came out really, really strong, and he got drafted as second pick. So great potential. Everybody's overlooking old Jimmy Wiseman. If you know, you know. All right. Another lights, camera, action here of Dame time. And we don't usually skip through this many cards when we do our box breaks because people want to know what teams they've got, who's in it. But we're just going through these ones, as you guys can see. They follow a similar pattern. Isaiah Stewart rookie and a Jordan Nora rookie. Nice little Isaiah Stewart there. We pulled a nice little auto of his. The more expensive the box, the most likely there is short numbered cards, short print cards, or autograph cards in there. Now, what you're actually looking for is on some of these cards you'll have a little numbering system. It's like a little press proof, as you saw earlier on with the Luka Doncic there at the top right hand corner of the actual card, not the slab. There's 9 of 10. That means that there's only 10 of these cards in the world, and we have the numbered 9 variant. The shorter print the cards, you can also get 1 of 1s. The shorter the print the card is and the better the player, the more value it's worth. Also depending on the product type. If it is a Hoops 1 of 1, it's not as much as what something would be in a Nat Treasures 1 of 1.
Although LaMelo 1 of 1 sold for like
nice
17 US.
Yeah.
Hoops.
All right, 76ers, Shake Milton. There's a little purple in there. First time we've seen some purple in today's little break. Jalen Smith, the goggle man. Blakey's twin. And a Denny Avdija. All right, now, I have been lucky, I remembered now. Now, down the back end of the packs, guys, you also will find yourself that there's a little fast break slot where you can actually put your fingers through. What you want to do is you want to make sure that that top end is split from the packaging so that you can get a complete rip, excuse the pun, but that way you can actually open it up completely. You also want to make sure that the other end is the same, just to ensure that you do get a clean rip and that you can actually peel it all the way back. Make sure it's all the way open. The biggest mistake that people can do is just trying to rip it straight away. And if you do rip it too hard and it doesn't all come completely off, you can get damage on the corners. So again, make sure that it's split all the way. You can get a nice little tear at the top there, just like so. Once it's open, you can put your finger in, break the seal all the way down the pack completely, like so. Make sure that the packaging is completely open so that there is nothing else touching the corners of the cards, and simply slide them out the packet, just like so. Could be a hand, by the way.
That was beautiful, mate.
Thanks, mate.
That was beautiful.
I'll take that, Blakey. It's the first time you've called me beautiful. Nice little jersey swap. A little jersey swap behind here. We're going to let it rip into a Antetokounmpo combo.
My boys.
So there's all three of them. Two of them about to get a ring, Blakey reckons.
Oh, 100%. You watch what they're about to do to the Hawks.
And fun fact is the middle one was actually the first one to get a ring out of all
last
of them.
year.
Yeah, so he got one with LeBron and Davis last year.
Can't cut him, but he spent maybe a minute on the field.
Yeah, still more than Giannis. Oh, he did that. He said that. Oh, savingly.
I feel attacked.
You need to harden up. Get it hardened. See what I did there?
But you want to start collecting Harden now?
Yeah, have you seen his rookies? He looks completely different. He's bald. He's got no beard. Once again, showing you guys the best way, one of the best ways, sorry. If there is any other ways to open them, please let me know, because I'd like to know. But yeah, on the older product, they sometimes get a little bit stuck. It is a little bit harder to open. You can't always get the cleanest rip, but you want to try your best anyway to make sure that there's no damage.
We got a thickie in here, eh?
She thick. Once again, guys, I'll show you guys on the side. You can see between the thin pieces of cardboard, there is a thick piece of cardboard. Majority of the time, that's either a jersey card, a rookie patch, or a patch auto.
Something in the shop.
Oh. All right, take that. I'll finish this off. Oh, he almost pulled this fucking screen off. There we go, Danilo, Dylan Brooks. We'll go from the back, see what rookies we got. Puku, Isaac Okoro. So no, see, and that's probably a cool thing to show you guys, is that even though we're chasing players like LaMelo and Anthony Edwards, we've just opened up 11 packets and not one, unless he's on the back here. Sorry, there's one more card. There's a little vanity plates. Another cool little insert that Hoops have done really well this year. It obviously looks like the back of a number plate. It's got the player. Sorry, it's got the player, their last name on it. Let's get some focus. I need Blakey's little There it is. Oh, who needs Blakey? Oh, nah, need him back. There it is. Yeah, so nice, cool little insert there of vanity plates. All right, let's see what we've got. Nice, there we go. A little rise and shine patch card of Josh Green. Sometimes you're lucky enough to pull an auto. Sometimes you're lucky enough to hit a really good player patch or rookie patch. And sometimes you're lucky and get Josh Green. But it is what it is, and lucky I opened it for you guys instead of breaking it, because there probably wasn't as much value as what some of them had in it. You can get hot blasters, you can get cold blasters, but yeah. So that, guys, that will I guess wrap up the first episode of reviews. If there's any questions whatsoever that you guys have, we'd love to know them. Where are we? So if there are any questions that you guys want to know why we do certain things, drop them in the comment section below. The more feedback, the more video content that we can do for you guys. The more questions, there's no stupid questions. We understand that people can start collecting at any time. So they can even come back into it a few years later and still not really know what's going on. So the more questions that you guys ask, the more that we can give you that feedback and help out with it. That'll be about it from us, guys. We hope you enjoyed. Look forward to seeing you next time. Let it rip.